We're episode 35. This is good. This is good. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Episode 35 from Beyond the Grave, just like our first news story about Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, geez, you're just jumping right into news.
Dude, I'm fucking spearing this like I do hookers on a Saturday night.
You know, when you were gone for the month, people were asking me, it's like, well, Joel, so you got a plan for the main podcast, and you got guests lined up for Blood, Sweat Comics, but what about the Control Breakers? And I'm like, well, Control Breakers will go as it always has, by being super infrequent. That's how it'll go.
Shit. Oh, wait. Man, with all the news about, that we just broke about Blip and shit, what happened? This might be even more infrequent in the future.
Oh, geez, yeah. Enjoy I was gonna say, friggin' enjoy Control Breakers while you can, folks, and be sure to watch that video that we're alluding to.
Oh, shit. So, we're back from Beyond the Grave, and, I figured this was a perfect time. We come back, Joel, and we talk about Mortal Kombat X.
Yes, it's extreme to the max. It's extraordinary and ecstatic, I guess. Exhibit. Oh, dude, Scorpion versus Exhibit. I'm a pimp yo ninja clan.
Well, if you watch, Pimp My Ride, when he's walking down the street, he's teleporting side to side. Maybe that's his power and shit.
Get over here, Exhibit.
Yup.
You gotta love that they put Scorpion right on the cover of this. Like, they're not even joking anymore. It's like, look, we know who the draw of the series is.
Yeah, it's Scorpion, Sub-Zero. I mean, I love both of them. I can never decide who I like more, but I do love Scorpion just a little bit more. And man, was that trailer good. Now, a lot of people are asking, is that legit gameplay? I mean, it's the next gen. I can legitimately say I think that is, like, in-game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they did a fight, and then they're like, well, fuck it, we cut around, change the camera and shit, make it more dynamic, and, yeah, that's what it looks like.
I was going to say, this might be a really stupid question for all the fighting game people out there, but wasn't the whole big thing at the end of the last Mortal Kombat game that, like, time rewrote itself and a bunch of people ended up dead? Right,
well, what happened was you had, I think Armageddon was the last one, and then the new game happens, which retells the story of 1, 2, and 3.
In, like, a greatest hits.
Right, now the difference here is, this trailer features Sub-Zero.
Yes.
But in the last game, spoiler alert, Sub-Zero dies as he normally does.
Didn't he become an android too in some shit?
Originally, the original Sub-Zero becomes the Black Ninja Noob Saibot.
Right.
In this, he becomes Cyborg, like, Ice Ninja. He looks like Sector and, the rest of those cyborgs, except he's Sub-Zero.
Right.
So, but in this, he isn't. So I'm wondering if they're going to play up more with this as a new Sub-Zero, like his brother that goes to avenge him, and we will see the original, which... Believe it or not, I am, like, aficionado and very proficient in my MK knowledge and lore.
How far has that gotten you, knowing so much about the Mortal Kombat storyline?
You know how far it's gotten me? Fucking nowhere.
It's gotten you here, which is ground zero for nowhere.
CBC, ground zero for nowhere.
Oh, man, we gotta have shirts of that. But yeah, again, I'm looking at the trailer here. It looks cool. I like the idea that they've kept, like, the Fight Club bone-crunching X-ray animations.
Oh, yeah.
Those are nice.
I think what I'm really excited for is it's more Mortal Kombat. It's going to be next-gen, including the last-gen. And if they include everything they learned from Injustice with the transitions and all those moves, and I think this is going to, like, redefine what it means to be a fun fighting game. Because, don't get me wrong, I love playing Street Fighter and Tekken, but those are meant more like, serious people when you get depth into it.
Those are the tournament games for the tournament people.
Mortal Kombat is more about having fun, getting in there, ripping each other apart. It's unbalanced as fuck. But that's the point of it,
It's like, it's a spectacle fighter. It's anyone should be able to Mortal Kombat. People want to see, the heads get ripped off and dudes get beaten with their arms and shit.
Right. And I love it for that. I can't wait to see more about this. We are going to get more about this at E3. And speaking of E3, Joel, it's in about 7 days.
Damn.
So we will have post-discussion shows after the major, companies do their thing. We'll do a Control Breakers coming after that, because that's going to be huge.
Absolutely.
But, Joel...
It's Nerd Super Bowl, basically.
Right. To you, what do you most want to see?
Well, this is the big first E3 of a new console generation. There's a lot of rumors out there. a lot of bullshit. This is really the year of it where it's just like, anything could happen. It could be whatever. I mean, there's some ones that have been kicked around for a bit, like Uncharted 4.
That has to 100% show. There's no way that's not being shown.
Yeah, a new Uncharted, new Halo definitely seems to be the thing. To which, in a way, almost kind of disheartens me, where it's like, hey guys, new console generation, starring the same games of the last.
Same shit from last time.
Yeah, I mean, this is what kind of disheartens me, because I get the feeling like no matter what this E3 is going to bring, it's going to be a lot of playing safe.
Of course it is.
Believe it or not, I'm actually more interested to see what the hell Nintendo is going to do.
Well, now you just lost me.
Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, it's like, what are they going to do? I mean, freaking the Wii U getting
it's a complete failure, so what the hell is the failing company going to do?
Well, again, you see, that's the thing. Their back is against the wall. They're the wounded animal, and you know what? Sometimes wounded animals strike out and do something crazy.
Oh, man.
I want Shigeru Miyamoto to come out on stage and be like, I sacrifice this virgin in the name of almighty Satan. Give Nintendo the power. Give us the power of great justice to crush our enemies. Then Beelzebub comes out on stage and, you know, he's covered in bats and darkness. And he's like, I hear your anger.
So, I mean, let's be realistic here. We're going to get the Order 1886.
Yeah, which, I like the idea of shooting werewolves.
It's been delayed to next year, whatever. I don't care. Take your time.
Hopefully we'll get some good gameplay.
We're going to get some Uncharted, okay? Sony, I think, is, like every year in the last 5 years, is going to have the best showing for everybody.
Are we thinking Assassin's Creed Unity, probably? We're going to get a little taste of that. It's always Assassin's Creed. You know, for all my bitching and complaining about Ubisoft, Ubisoft always has one of the most talked about showings.
Right.
They're probably going to get Aisha Taylor back, and half the internet is going to complain about her.
Of course.
Even though she's super funny on Archer, and they give her super unfunny stuff to read.
Well, here's the thing, you know, we're going into this. I think Ubisoft's going to do great. Now, let's talk about the big one that no one seems to, you know, people are mentioning, but no one seems to have their eye on. EA this year.
Oh, yeah?
There's insiders saying they will be showing 6 Star Wars games.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, let's be honest here. Visceral Games, and a bunch of people that worked on Uncharted that were let go are working on the Visceral Games Star Wars game. I'm feeling it here. We're getting 1313 back.
Do you think they're bringing it back? Do you think they're going to call it something different, or do you think they're still going to call it 1313?
I think they're going to go straight forward. Like, it's Star Wars 1313. Here you
go. Oh, that would be nice. I mean, there's talk of another Battlefront, maybe even another TIE fighter.
Last year we got the teaser for Battlefront. This year we're getting gameplay, hands down.
Oh, that would be nice.
And, you know, let's not forget, BioWare is set to be working on a new RPG.
God, my dick.
If KOTOR 3 gets announced, I don't care what anybody says, E3 is owned by fucking EA.
My dick. Why's my dick so hard now when you mentioned KOTOR? God damn. Some other ones that people aren't really talking about but have a little rumbling. Sony Santa Monica, of course, the God of War guys.
Right.
They got a new thing that looks kind of very much in the same vein of God of War. Looks to be sort of hack-slashy. The name escapes me now, but I know they had like a little thing of it, like a dude walking out into a desert and he has claws and blood and whatnot. That's not bad. The Dark Soul guys, there's been a lot of stuff hitting around the internet about Project Beast. Whatever this is. What a lot of people are saying is probably going to be another Dark Souls or another entry in the Soul series. I have yet to break my Dark Souls cherry, but it has become this kind of, you know, cool, hip thing now.
I'm not a fan of it. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of it.
A lot of people I like really like it, which makes me think I should like it too. So maybe I should give it a try.
Now, a big rumor I saw people talking about that Microsoft has scored a huge Megaton exclusive. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Xbox One exclusive is going to be Fallout 4. Now, let's be honest. Do you think Bethesda is going to shoehorn themselves to the lesser system?
I don't see why they would. I mean, Bethesda, part of what's made them so great is that their content is everywhere.
Do you remember when they did this with Grand Theft Auto DLC? And it completely backfired because no one fucking bought it. Because the home for Grand Theft Auto has always been Sony in people's minds. And people, even though I had a 360, I was like, I'm just going to fucking wait. I don't care. Like,
and it eventually did come to the other consoles anyway, so...
of course it did.
So yeah, another thing a lot of people aren't talking about, well, actually no, they have been talking about, but I doubt we're gonna see it. The Last Guardian. What do you think about the Last Guardian army?
I hope it. I hope it shows up.
Never gonna happen. If it was gonna come out, it would have come out by now.
Right, right. I really hope something happens with it. God, I mean, there's so much I want to see, you know, new stuff, old stuff. I really hope there's a lot. I mean, E3 is really, it's a day where I literally just sit for 2 days straight in front of my TV. I'm like, yeah, this is great, yeah, you know?
Give me something good. Give me something I want. I would honestly like some updates on that Tom Clancy The Division. They showed that last year, and we haven't heard much about it since. I'm not even that big a Tom Clancy fan. I just kind of like the idea.
Tom Clancy games are the greatness.
Like I said, I'm interested in it.
Hey, Ubisoft. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Patriots.
Come on, guys, you can do it. To which Ubisoft is like, no, we are too busy counting our Watch Dogs money.
So, great segue, Joel, because let's hack on over into Watch Dogs, which I have played an entire, astounding 3 minutes.
Hot damn, son.
I went to Toys R Us, right? They had buy Watch Dogs, get any game 45% off, so I got that into World Cup.
Awesome.
And I've been so occupied with trying to get CBC figured out that I haven't even I put the game in, I watched the opening, I hacked one thing and shot some dude, and it was an empty clip, and that's all I've done.
Wow. Yeah, I've actually played the first, like, act and a half of the game. I think I'm just about done Act 2. Really enjoying it. I don't think it's the big game-changing next-gen experience that it was sold on, but I think it's pretty damn good. Chicago is an amazing feeling open world with a lot of really layered characters. There's a lot of shine to this game, a lot of polish, and it looks great on the PS4. I imagine the reason that it got delayed like it did is because they were putting in a lot of extra content and a lot of extra shine. I love any open world game where, you know, the side content and the side quests and everything are so interesting and so compelling that you don't have to touch the main story. This is definitely one of those.
Right, right.
You can definitely see the Ubisoft influence on this. You know, hey, you know, you're finding vantage points and opening stuff up in the city, a little like you do in Assassin's Creed. You're sneaking around using silenced weapons, trying to get the upper hand on your enemies, a little bit like Splinter Cell. Again, it's clearly a lot of influence of their stuff in here.
Which I'm fine with, but can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why is it so many people want this game to fail?
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Everywhere I look, people are like, man, fuck Watch Dogs, man, that game ain't my shit. Man, I didn't even try it, but I don't wanna. I'm like, why? Like, are people that, like, on the hate Ubisoft bandwagon? Like, legitimately, if you're going to like any of the big studios, Ubisoft is the best one.
Dude, fuck you, Play, though. Seriously.
No, fuck you, Play.
Good. See, you know, if, you see, we pulled it back. People are like, shit, are they actually defending Ubisoft? Usually they're always getting on Uplay. No, legitimately, though, fuck Uplay.
No, Uplay is the worst fucking piece of shit you could imagine. It's worse than fucking EA's Origin. And that's a fucking accomplishment. That's an achievement. That's a Uplay point unlock, okay?
Yeah, shit, friggin' an interesting thing about the game is that, you know, because it's all about, you know, hacking and, you know, data management and stuff like that. Again, the game plays with some interesting ideas. They actually have a Dark Souls style thing where other players can invade your game and try and steal your information. Those are actually really fun and really tense and help break up the monotony of gameplay. And I actually found a really great strategy. By all means, guys, feel free to take this one. This is a freebie from your Uncle Joel. Every time you get invaded, go to the area where you think the person is, shoot up into the air. The computer AI is so smart that the AI characters will run away. The hacker will probably not run away. And you can shoot the shit out of him, and it feels so good to shoot an invader. I never understood what those rednecks on their porches with their boomsticks felt like until now.
Oh,
I was basically Fuzzy Lumpkins with a shotgun. Get off of my property!
Right. And, like, here's the thing. I just jumped onto Kotaku, which I haven't done today. Their top thing is Watchdog Review, and it says, no, you should not play this game.
Really?
Like, that's everywhere I seem to go. I'm like, guys, it's a it's a fresh game on a brand new system. It has to be on the old systems too, and it looks honestly it looks great. I mean, I haven't played it, so I mean, I'll get back to people with my opinion next time. But
again, I think a lot of this comes from unrealistic expectations, which, don't get me wrong, Ubisoft definitely did not try to dissuade people from these expectations. In many ways it is, like your standard open world game, only with more of a stealth focus, and the hacking, despite all the build up to be, really it's just kind of a more interesting way to get around an open world. And there's some great stuff you can do with cameras, like you can literally jump from security camera to security camera. That's a ton of fun. It's funny, in the first couple minutes, the guy you play as, Aiden Pierce, who's not a great main character, he's basically a cliche of, man out for revenge. But he does have a line that he speaks early on in the beginning that I think is so truthful for the whole game. He basically says there where he's like, the hackers were the modern-day magicians. And basically that's the purpose that hacking plays in this game. Hacking is basically magic.
Well, like I said, I can't wait to play it. Like, it looks fucking awesome. You know what? Maybe I'll end up being one of those guys that hates it. So I don't know, but I'm super excited to try it.
Be sure to hear back from me. Again, I'm digging it right now. I'm digging the story, unless it totally shits its pants at the end. Mm-hmm. Which, hey, lots of good games shit their pants at the end.
Mass Effect 3.
Well, shut up. I'm the one kind of holdout for Mass Effect 3 after all this time later.
Well, don't worry. We can replay it on our PS4s because they're probably announcing the remastered edition of all three. So it's coming.
Ooh, I'd actually like to own a remastered edition.
Oh, I would too. So, hell yeah.
Throw all the DLC in there. There's also talk of the remastered version of Last of Us.
Yeah.
Which, again, hey, that was a beautiful frickin' game on the PlayStation 3. I'd be amazed to see what they could change to make it.
What I understand is they say the gameplay and graphics are as good as in the cinematics that show up. So, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Well, alright, Joe, I think that's what we have for this show. It's a quick show, but we want to say, hey, it's still afloat.
Yep, still afloat for the time being. Be sure to check out our last video. What did you end up calling that one, Armin?
Save Comic Book Cast.
Yeah, which it's not nearly as dire as that, folks, but it would mean...
You should check it out. I'll be embedding it in most of our videos. It's kind of important if you guys like our content. I hope you check it out and listen to what we have to say.
Yeah, it's basically us getting you up to date, telling you about the future and whatnot, so we're hoping you give that a look-see.
We're being honest with you, we really need hooker money.
We need it so bad.
Like, you have no idea how many hookers I have to go through in a week. And unfortunately, they all die for some reason, so it's hard.
Our balls are bluer than ice.
So, thank you for joining us, guys. We'll be back with another episode soon and then post-E3 talk.
Yes.